So, how we
Iets minder harde klap. Ja, doe maar.
Alright, so...
Dat was nog een hele harde klap. Je zit echt ziek uit de...
What's up guys, there I am again, with your homie Jorrit behind the camera and me presenting this video, which I'm very hyped about. So today we're going through legs, but before that I want to thank you guys again for the subscriptions and the likes you gave us and the comments you supply us with. After this video we will dive right into the research that have to do with your questions so that we can actually support you in your specific journey. But first we want to lay the final part of the foundation for an overall strength building and muscle building journey for you guys. So what I want to introduce to you today is 4 exercises for legs, because that's what we want to teach you. Legs are often a leg workout is often a workout that is avoided by a lot of people because they think it's a pain to train their legs. They want their torso and their arms and everything to show, but that's not all that's important. Also, if you train your legs, you cannot actually see mine, and I have really thin legs because I'm not living up to my own advice. Of course not, but I just want to give you people advice so you can get past me, because that's what's important to me, to make you grow, not to make me grow. Of course not. Don't be silly. But what I wanted to say is, if you train your legs, you're giving your whole body a hormonal stimulus that will actually help the rest of your body to grow. Your legs are the biggest muscles you've got on your body. In a way, they're the most valuable because of that. Think of it, like you walk all day. The other muscles and stuff can rest, but the legs are almost always working, unless you're sitting all day, but that's stupid anyway, so don't do that. So training legs is crucial. You're giving a big muscle a big stimulus if you train them the right way, and that will make your whole body flourish. But I actually want to expand on this because I go to the gym for more reasons than just gaining muscle or strength. And I get that a lot of guys or girls want that, are going here for those reasons, to feel better. But if you dive into that deeper, so look at that concept of wanting to feel better to go to the gym, it goes far beyond just building a better physique or being more powerful. No, it's about giving your body the opportunity to develop in the most functional way possible, so that it supports mental health and physical health, so that you can live happily and for a long time. So how are we going to put all of this into practice? Because now you've got some nice philosophical background and stuff, but in the end you achieve all of these positive effects by actually doing a workout. So like I said, we want to give you 4 leg exercises for today, and to make sure that you're actually doing squats the right way, Jorrit's going to show you. Because as much as we want you to press really hard and carry a lot of big weights, it's important to do this with the right posture and with enough flexibility, because if you don't, you're doing the exercise with the wrong posture, and then your body will actually form according to the wrong posture, and that won't help you at all. Then you're actually doing the opposite from all the things I just said. So we're starting with the squat, and then we will move on to the leg press. Then we will show you the deadlift, and after that one we will show you a machine which you can target your hamstring directly. So we've got 2 exercises that will target your quads, the front part of your legs, and then we've got 2 exercises that will target the back part of your legs. So let's move on to Jorrit, and he will take over from here for the squat.
Okay, so finally, welcome to the new workout video. We tried to film the workout early this week. My phone camera flipped out, so we decided to make the investment and we got ourselves a new camera. So finally we can start making some quality videos, starting with this one with the legs. And I'm gonna start now teaching you guys how to do the squat. So first things first, we want to look at doing a squat with body weight and look at the posture, how you make the movement, that kind of stuff. So, what I tell people the first time that I squat is look at yourself in the mirror and see what happens. So if you would look at yourself in the mirror, I ask them, beginners, to do a squat. And for beginners, it's often not really natural movement to do a squat. So what happens is that they start to do this. And then stuff starts to happen that doesn't supposed to happen. Okay, so what you want to look at is first of all, look at the back. You want your back to be arched, not like this, but like this. And you want to make the movement from the hips. So not from the knees, but from the hips. So you go back like that. You don't have to go all the way down for muscle gains, but you can go until this is pretty much horizontal. That's enough flex and stretch for you to gain muscle. So in order to do that, sometimes it's hard for people to get used to the movement. But if you would work on it for pretty much a week, then you're almost master of the movement. So what I tell people is to take these weights, the big weights, and make sure that the weights touch the ground at the ankles. So this is pretty much the first part of the movement. This is what you can practice like this. So, the next step is to get the smaller weights. This way the range of motion gets bigger. And this is already pretty much the movement that you want. So if you can do it like this, you're ready to start working with the barbell. If you want to go possibly even lower for your flexibility, you can even take smaller weights and do it like that. But that's not really necessary. Like I said, if you go down horizontally, then it's enough for you to build muscle. So, that's the first part. Let's go to the squat rack. So here you want to see that you place the bar correctly in your neck. Because I've had people who got a neck injury because of not placing the bar correctly. As you can see, you have a little bone there. You don't want to put the bar on that bone. You want to put it behind it. You want to put it on your traps, or your trap muscles. So basically like this. You can also, depending your flexibility of your arm, choose how you want to grip the bar. So a close grip like this, or a wide grip, depending what you like. I tend to vary together with how I vary the position of my legs, but we will come to that later in the leg press. But for now we will just start with a standard position, I would say. So with your legs, you want to be pretty much shoulder width, toes a tiny bit outside, and you want to move from your knees or from your hips, but you want to move your knees in the direction of your toes. So let's go back to the bar. Place the bar correctly. Take it out of the rack. Look at your feet. Look how they stand. Make the movement from the hips. Go down, horizontal, and go up. Yeah? So that's basically it. If you have any more questions about the squat, check us out. We're probably here in the gym somewhere. You can ask anything about it. But for now, let's head to the leg press. Good.
Hi. I was just engaged with one of the most awesome machines in all of the ACLO gym, the leg press. Don't you just love how wonderful it looks? It's awesome. Well, to put the joking aside, we want to show you another great machine for the fundamentals of your leg workout, which is the leg press. So there's a few different things I want to address in how you can utilize the machine in different ways for building different parts of your leg and overall strength for your leg. So as you can see, you can move the seat around. The position it is in right now is the way we want to work out in right now. So this is actually good to engage both your quads and your hamstrings. If you put the seat down, you will use the machine almost. What?
Let's see.
Yeah. It's actually possible. It's not just my imagination. You can put the seat down if you want. If you do it like this, you will almost entirely utilize the machine for your quads. So the upper part of your legs, the part you want to show on the beach. So keep this one in mind, of course. But yeah, only if you want to see, want everyone to see the front of yourself on the beach. So be sure to also train the hammies, of course, the back side of your leg. That side you can utilize. A lot of people don't really know this, but if you put the seat up like this, you can put your legs right over there, and that way you can get that stretch and engagement in your hamstring rather than the quads. Like obviously you will still use both sides of your legs, both the front part and the back part, but with the seat you can manipulate which one gets more attention in what position. So we're going back to the position we want to talk about in this video for you to get that basic utilization of this machine for the leg workout. So here we go. It's fine. So I could tell you a lot about the different positions you could put your legs in. Just a global point I want to make, like a lot of people get stuck on doing one thing for like a whole year or maybe even longer. They will stick to the same training regimen throughout their whole lives, while it's pretty important to vary in order to keep your muscles stimulated and to make different parts of muscle grow. So this is a really easy machine to do that with. Like if you've pressed for 6 weeks like this, you can easily vary to this position and then you have an entirely different engagement of the legs. So keep that in mind. But for now, we just want to go through the basic position, which is like this. So you go like this, then you get your hand back, get comfortable, because there's some pain coming and you like it, just like I do. And then you start resting. Just like this. Don't overstretch your legs. You don't want your knees to go inverted. Some people prefer that look. I don't. Suit yourself. I like to keep my legs like this in the end. And then you go back slowly and push out. That's actually also a good point. Like if you want to build muscle, you want to create a lot of time under tension. So you don't want to go like this, like explosive power, and then let it fall down. You want to go slowly out and slowly back. Like that. That creates a lot of tension, which gives your muscle, your body, the stimulus that it needs to store more oxygen and nutrients, which will cause the muscles to pop up, and that's what we want. Last important thing to mention is the range of motion. Because as you can see, the way I'm seated right now, I will barely engage my legs at all. If you start training like this, you'll be fooling yourself because not much is happening. You can put on 260 kilograms of weight and you'll still not really be training your legs a lot. Maybe if you want to train something really specific like the last part of the motion, but we want the full leg to be engaged, so don't do this. We want to get the legs fully vertical. So this is not enough heat. The machine is not working with me. So this is also not enough yet. As you can see, the legs are still not fully vertical, so the distance is still too long. It's better, but it's still not the full motion, so you want to get in really tight. So that's what we're going to do. Nice and cozy with the machine. So now I can fully use my legs the way I want. So that my quads are used and there's some tension on my hamstrings. So that's an important thing to mention. So to summarize, you want to do this exercise to put on some extra strain on your legs, because you can gradually increase weight more and more. It's like a heavy lift, just like the squat, so it can really give that impulse for strength and muscle growth for your legs. So yeah, be sure to do this exercise. Let's head on to the next one.
Okay, so welcome at the third exercise. We're here at the powerlifting platform. We're gonna show you how to do a deadlift. I always want to show you guys the deadlift with at least one weight. Make sure you use the colored weights that are made for the platform. I will come to this in a bit. It's because of the range of motion. There's so many ways you can do a deadlift, but we're just gonna show you the basics. For me, personally, I am stronger from a back, so my back deadlift is a lot stronger than a leg deadlift, but I will show you how to do, I guess, the more standard deadlift. So yeah, you can do the wide. The standard is basically just like that. Also your grip. If you would grip both hands like this, the weight will roll out of your hands. So it's good to have opposing hands so they can work against each other and you can hold the weight. So use it like that. Make sure that you keep your back straight. Please make sure, especially with this exercise, because it's just horrible to see people pulling a weight like that. It's not good for you. So, like I said, make sure the back, it's the most important thing. Don't look at the weight. Make sure your back stays healthy. So, in order to do the exercise more from the leg, you actually have to get down a bit more with your legs, like this. It's really hard to do, but you want to keep the bar as close to your legs as possible in order to involve your legs the most. If you get the bar away from you, it becomes more of a back deadlift, as well as the hamstring. But in order to have the hamstring, quad, a little bit of back combination, you want to keep it as close as possible, which is pretty much the best form you can have. So I will show you how it looks like. So it's basically like this. So this is basically, I would say, a perfect deadlift for both your legs and your back. It's a really hard movement. You can also focus on back and hamstrings. I will show you now. This is how I used to do the deadlift a lot. It's not bad, but just make sure that you keep your back arched. As you can see, I'm not really changing the position of my legs a lot, but at this point there's a nice stretch on the hamstrings, the back of the legs. So this can be really nice if you're specifically trying to work the hamstrings. See, as I'm going forward a bit more, if you would stay a bit more upright, you involve more of the quads as well. So that's basically it. If you want to see more about the variations and different techniques, we can also make another video about that. But for now, let's head to the fourth and final exercise.
So, welcome to the fourth and final exercise for today's video. Well, as you can see, we're going to use this brilliant machine now. Yeah, if you look at it first, you might start guessing what it's for. Well, it's not for the quads. Some people might like that, but I wouldn't advise you to do that. No, it's actually an exercise for the hamstring. So as you can see, like, the machine is perfectly designed for you to engage your hamstring. Before I dive into more specifics, something important to mention is the use of this pin. It's not to hit someone with or to put it in my mouth so that I stop talking, because I actually have a lot more to say right now. No. It is to make sure that once I start upping my weight, I won't allow the machine to crush my knee. And as we established with the leg press, we don't want to destroy our knees so that they get inverted. So that's what this pin is for. Yeah, you can see that right here as I'm demonstrating. So what you want is to get that pin right in here. As you can see, the angle changes slightly so that my leg can never be crushed by a high weight. Now, something else that is important to mention for this to work and for you not to get all confused is to look at here. As you see, I now have the 15 kilograms of weight. I cannot do more because my hamstrings are so weak. No, just kidding. But as you can see, if I want to up my weight now, I can't because it's trapped, it's jammed because this is pulling up. So what you want to do is, before you get this pin in, so you pull it up, maybe you need someone if there's a high weight in there. You want to have the pin out first, then choose your weight that you want to work with. So now I'm going up to 30, and then you put the pin in, and then you can start working out. And then if you want to change the weight again, same thing, get the pin out, and then you can change the weight, get the pin back in. So that's the logistics of the machine. What's important about the exercise itself, because that's what I like to talk about. So it's pretty straightforward. You go like this, but as Jorin and I find very important is for you to build a mind-muscle connection so that you can actively feel your muscle, so you can engage it in the most full way. So if you don't have that feeling, then you can't, and then you'll start overcompensating with some other muscle movement in your body. No, we just want to use the hamstring, and this machine is nice to gain some extra mind-muscle connection because you can actually grab your hamstring with your hand. Then you start pulling and you get this nice extra sense of what you're doing with your leg because you are now also actively feeling that with your hand. So as for the exercise itself, as you can see, it's really easy. You just get in the machine, lean forward, and start pulling your leg up. And yeah, training the hamstring is actually something pretty new for some people. People tend to think about the front part of the legs a lot, but the hamstrings are very important as well, like every muscle is. So this exercise is actually great to start to build that up. And yeah, so there you go.
Okay, so guys, that was the end of the video. These were 4 basic exercises in order to help you grow your legs. If you want to know more specific exercises for specific parts of the leg, we can definitely make a video about that. Yeah.
Or if you want to see us do a leg workout we do on a regular basis, or any other type of workout, let us know, because we've got a new camera in town, so we want to shoot as much as we can.
Yeah, keep a lookout for a new video coming soon. We want to introduce a new concept that hopefully you guys are excited about. So yeah.
Also, if you think Jurit should have another sweatband, leave it in the comments below. I prefer this sweatband actually, so if you think so too, you can also let us know that. We like the positivity, come on.
Okay, so guys, end of the video. See you guys next time.
See you next time.